down. So hard to stop.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Turns it on in midfield, and he breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. first down for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, This crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
He's off to the races. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's looking to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down one.
Penn State 7, North Carolina 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Here he comes with the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't...
Oh, look out. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The Tar Heels get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The aerial assault continues. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go with a direct snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UMass sure is making the flagship crowd today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. These corners backing off a bit. Trying to get to him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner is stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Right back to the well.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Working the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on second down. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. Give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He's looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the misfire, now on second down.
Spire.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. And the Tar Heels in the hurry up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game.
Come on, set.
Direct snap. He will be stopped short. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and their bid to tie also goes by the boards. They're still down 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. State sends the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll try it over the left side. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Going up top on first down. Tight end getting vertical. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw. Drop it, don't drop it, then don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, baby.
Throws to the tight end, and the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On second down, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 41, North Carolina 19.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 21 over Arizona. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback checking the play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all...
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And as he throws, he's got an open man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... And they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your 1st interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll let one go down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
First down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense set for a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
62, North Carolina, 19.
The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone.
Take over, 1st and 10.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.